All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at body paragraphs now. So, if you read the directions, read student A and student B's body paragraph, and answer the questions below. Again, you are going to have to do this on your own. So let's go ahead and start off with this first question. Which body paragraph seems better? Again, don't look at the longer one. Look at which one is actually better. Which one really proves that gas-powered cars were cheaper. And again, I do think student A has got it in the bag. What does student A do that student B doesn't? So let's look. First of all, they use two pieces of evidence to support their opinion. That's like having pictures and screenshots, guys. They're rocking it. Let's see. What else do they do? Oh, they cite correctly. There is no page 4 in the Department of Energy article. There's page 1 and page 2. Let's see. Gas car was much cheaper than the electric car. Oh, that's what the quote says, so why are they telling us that? And then they go straight into a transition. There's not enough explanation. So, student A has more explanation, and the explanation actually adds to the evidence. It doesn't just repeat it. All right. So, could student A's body paragraph be even better? What other evidence would you use? It's kind of up to your opinion. Any body paragraph can obviously be better, but I think the way we make it better would either be using different evidence or explaining more. So, yes, any body paragraph can be improved. The easiest way is through additional explanation. And although I don't know if I would use a different piece of evidence, they seem to have pretty strong evidence. So if you would, you can add something. If not, leave it alone. All right. Next one. Does either body paragraph make a connection to their next topic at the end of the paragraph? Let's look. Due to gas, gotta erase that. Due to gas being cheaper and available in more of the country than electricity, more Americans will likely purchase gas vehicles instead of electric cars. There's more explanation that doesn't really connect to the next thing. So we're gonna say no. But student B does do it. So I'm gonna underline that. Student B does have that connection. All right. Next one. So we're looking at the student C started a body paragraph for us. Rewrite the body paragraph below so it looks more like student A's body paragraph. So we need to start with a topic sentence. They do have one. Gasoline vehicles were a lot cheaper than the electric, which made a difference in the popularity of gasoline or electric cars being used. It's a little wordy. We're going to shorten it. Gasoline-powered vehicles were the cheapest modern option in the 20th century. Then we've got this next thing where it's kind of a piece of evidence, but it's not really explained like it's evidence. So we're going to change that to actual evidence. I forgot something. Hopefully you guys caught it. I need to say, the author states, comma, the quote, introduced in 1908, the Model T made gasoline-powered cars widely available and affordable. Then we've got our correct citation, which this person is missing. You need to have the correct citation. It's going to be the Department of Energy 1 or the Department of Energy 2. There is no other option. All right, next one. Explain your evidence in 2 or more sentences. Add something to your evidence. Don't just restate the evidence. So if my evidence says, introduced in 1908, the Model T made gas-powered cars widely available and affordable. So if I said, Ford produced the Model T and cars were more available, that would be restating it. So I need to add something to it. With Ford's mass production of the Model T, the cars themselves became cheaper to purchase than electric cars. So I'm adding a comparison, which were not produced on the same mass scale. And I'm explaining that those electric cars didn't have the same number. They weren't as widely available. In fact, gas-powered cars were over $1,000 cheaper on average, and that meant that a regular American family could more easily afford the initial, so that first purchase of a Model T, and this obviously made them the more popular option. A normal American family is concerned about saving money, so that's why they are more popular. Notice I added stuff. I didn't just say in 1908 having more cars made them cheaper. No, I compared it to the purchase of an electric car. I explained that the electric car wasn't produced on the same scale. I explained how much cheaper they were. I explained how that cheaper price made it the more popular option, which is the overall point of our essay. Why were gas-powered cars more popular? You've got to tie that in. You've got to. All right. Last but not least, our transition sentence. Connect the topic or this piece of evidence in this body paragraph to another reason you listed in your thesis. Example, gas-powered car got easier to drive with upgrades like the electric starter, and it soon became more widely available with Ford's widespread mass production. So here is my example. Not only were gas-powered cars cheaper initially, they were also cheaper to use because of the discovery of American-based crude oil. And then I would talk about it being cheaper because of the oil. So we're going to read this all together and make sure it makes sense. Gasoline-powered vehicles were the cheapest modern option in the 20th century. The author states, introduced in 1908, the Model T made gasoline-powered cars widely available and affordable. The Department of Energy 2. With Ford's mass production of the Model T, the cars themselves became much cheaper to purchase than electric cars, which were not produced on the same mass scale. In fact, gas-powered cars were over $1,000 cheaper on average, and that meant that a regular American family could more easily afford the initial purchase of a Model T, and this obviously made them the more popular option. Not only were gas-powered cars cheaper initially, they were also cheaper to use because of the discovery of American-based crude oil. So yes, that makes sense. Good job, guys. That is the end of our body paragraph video.